Okay, we should be live. We should be live, guys. Okay, so guys, let me just redo this page. I gotta. Here we are. So what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the ICO Gold Rush course that's coming out and how you guys can get on this early bird list. Just got some feedback happening. I've got to. Okay, that should be there. I might just launch on Alright, so I should be live. It's always tricky doing both live streams. Hopefully I don't get interference that I did last time. I got some interference last time I did both live streams, and I switched over to a different server, so hopefully I don't get any lag. So guys, good morning everyone. My name's NG Gavin and I'm coming at you live from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I'm gonna show you you guys can get on this early bird list for ICO Gold Rush. So for those of you that don't know what ICO Gold Rush is, it's a course that is going to show you how to make money with ICOs. Now I did a live stream about a day ago on how to flip your 11 ICOs. You can flip 11 ICOs starting with 4 Ether, and this is only doubling up. Okay, if you keep on doubling up 11 times, you can get to $1.2 million if you start with 4 Ether. But most of these ICOs typically they've gone for more than like my worst performing ICO that I've done so far is I've doubled my money, as in 2x my money plus my seed. So you know, we just go for the best ICOs, and then I think that you can get there a lot sooner. It just depends on, you know, what your risk tolerance is and what you're prepared to invest, because this comes down to you know, putting money into potentially a project that may not work out. So that's the trade-off. But in the course, I'll show you, you know, we only pick the best projects, the best teams, the best ideas. Everything is the best that we go after, and then we line ourselves up for the basically for the chance of the most success. All right, so we're very picky on what we go after, and we're very particular in what we go after, because we're putting money into this, guys. Okay, so don't forget, we're putting money into this, and you're putting your hard-earned money into this. So you want to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, because we don't want to lose money. Hi Anusha, hi James, hi Aaron. How are you guys going today? It's a lovely Saturday morning here in Chiang Mai. Hey Mohammed, Anusha, and Noom, how you going, guys? So that's the main objective. We want to get into the best ICOs, and we don't want to lose our money, and we want to at least double our money, so then we can just keep on doubling up, or we can then, you know, take some of the profits out and just keep some of the profits in the original tokens that we purchased. I mean, I go through all this in the course, so that's totally up to you, how you feel, how you want to go about it. All right, but just very quickly, I do want to say that a friend of mine told me about Exodus has got a new wallet. All right, so this is just in beta. There's no they don't offer support to it. Okay, so it's just basically the community of developers or the community that's behind Exodus already, and it's called Exodus Eden. Okay, it's unsupported. It's an advanced version of Exodus, and basically it's like a multi cryptocurrency wallet. Okay, so look at all these new wallets, these all new tokens and coins that you can add, which is awesome. This is like, they must be getting smashed with the requests, because I even messaged them and I said, look, we need multiple coins. You know, there's 0x, Aragon, Ongo, Basic Attention Token, Bancor, the Bitcoin, District X, DGX DAO, Decred, Dash, Civic, Bitcoin Cash. I mean, this, Funfair, Genosis, Litecoin. We've already got Litecoin, Storage, Status, Qtum, OMG, and Metal. So this is really exciting, because now we can manage all this from our Exodus, and I love Exodus. But watch this video by the one of the co-founders. He tells you that it's not supported. It's only supported by the community. So whatever issues that you might have, you're just going to have to depend on the community. But they've got a very good community within Exodus, and here it is here. Download the wallet if you want. So I love my current Exodus. I just think it's a simple and easy idea, and I'll be downloading this Exodus Eden because I want the multiple wallets as well. So again, it's not supported. Okay, so and just the price of Bitcoin is going up, but the fees are still going up. Okay, so I'm not too impressed about that. My views on it is like, Bitcoin is supposed to be for what it is, right? Fast and cheap, and right now the fees are quite high. So you might experience some, if you guys are in Genesis, you might experience that you're getting some pendings. Okay, so if you're getting your payments through Genesis, it just says pending, 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 and the reason is because they're not paying for priority. I've heard that some of the transactions are up to $8 per transaction. That's ridiculous. So that's what I'm assuming they're doing. They're just picking the lowest transaction fee. The miners won't be priority once the miners mine it, and it'll be like last on the list. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't blame them, because if you're going to send $8, when you send Bitcoin, it's the sender that pays. So I don't blame them. Their fees, transaction fees bill would be like into the thousands, tens and thousands of dollars. So if you're in Genesis and you got your pending, don't worry. It's just got to confirm multiple confirmations, and then it just means that's the reason. So it'll just probably take 12 hours, 24 hours. But I mean, it's coming, right? So don't worry about it too much. But they're probably the main things about it. Bitcoin's going up. I mean, I've sold about 30% of my portfolio off, because I figure, why put it in these coins that potentially can go up? I mean, the coins that I chose, my second tier coins were very good coins, but still, they're not going to go up. It's probably going to take them 12 months for them to sort of double their money or triple their money. So what I've done is I've sold off those coins. This is my second tier coins. This is not my first tier coins. Like, I still hold my Litecoin, my Oda, Dash, Neo, Ethereum, and now I'm holding Ethereum because I have to hold Ethereum. What else have I got? Stratus, Qtum. I sold my Steam off. So these are my first tier ones, but then my second tier ones, I've sold them all, like most of them off, kind of, because most of my portfolio was in my first tier anyway. So this is the reason why I sold these coins off, is to give me cash injection for the ICOs that I'm purchasing in September. So I've got about 100 Ether lined up for my September purchases for my ICOs, and I've got, man, there's so many ICOs that are really good now. I wouldn't say a lot, but compared to how many's launching, there's a shitload launching. Okay, there's launches every day, but out of those, massive amount of ICOs that are going to be launched in September, it just keeps on doubling. It seems like it keeps on doubling every month. A small portion of those are good ones, and these are the ones I'm going after, and these are the ones you're going to see in ICO Gold Rush. Okay, and we only go after the best ones. There's a lot of shit ones out there. There's a lot of good ones out there, but we don't want the good ones. We don't want the average ones. We don't want ones that look good. We want the best. Okay, we want the best. And I think if you just stick to this, I mean, I show you this in the course, but I mean, that's up to you, obviously. But just go after the best ones, and then you're sweet. Okay, the percentage of it being successful is a lot higher. Of course, there's no guarantees, and I wish there was guarantees, but there's no guarantees in life. So we just go after the best ones, and based on the analysis that we do, they will hopefully come through. But just I'll give you this link in a second, just to say this. All right, even if the project is successful and it becomes massive and it becomes another Ethereum or whatever, okay, we're not really after that. I mean, obviously it'd be good if we want to, and you can hold some of those tokens for later on if you want to. You can take your profit out, or you can sell it off. It just totally, this is all up to you. This is the flexibility that you have, right? But you're investing in something that is sometimes, it's a promise that, it's going to become a big project. Later on down the track, I mean, they could be further on down the track with the roadmap where they already have things implemented. And a ICO that I'm going in big is one that's already got multiple things implemented. So they're already further on down the road track or down the roadmap, the whole grand scheme of things. But it's just that they launched their ICO. I mean, they've only recently discovered ICO, so they've okay, we can actually get to our goal faster if we launch an ICO and sell off some of our assets and tokens. And these are really, really ones that you want to attack, because they're already got a prototype, or they've already got things working, and they've already made relationships with offline partnerships, and they've they've got the ball rolling. They just need that push, and that injection of cash is what will give them that for them to go faster. And these are the best ones that we attack, because they're already kind of almost there. They just need that little push with cash injection, and we're getting in at the right time. So these are the ones that we attack. Not all of them have prototypes and stuff, but I mean, you don't want to just get into ICOs that just are just simply a team with a white paper. Okay, we don't touch those ones. All right, unless they're very, very exceptional and they've got some big names behind it, then we touch them. We put some money into them. But generally speaking, it's just an idea. They've just created a white paper, put a PDF up. I mean, who knows? Okay. If there's no credibility, the team has no credibility, there's no advisors, nothing, we don't touch them. We only go after the best, because we want to make our money back. We want to make our money back quickly, and then we want to flip it and get more money. Okay, so this is why ICOs are awesome. Okay, the ICO that I recently did, one of my first ones, I 13x it. Okay, so what we're doing is, we care if the project is good, but we don't really care in the sense that, we're going to be losing sleep over it. All we want to do is invest in the ICO that ticks all the boxes. And then when it goes to the exchange, which usually happens between 2 to 4 weeks after the ICO launches, and they state this on the white paper and on the website. So we wait about 2 weeks, and then once it gets on the exchange and exchanges, and if it's a really good ICO, it'll get onto like a Bittrex or Apollo. Okay, so these are the really big exchanges. And if it's like a really good ICO, it'll automatically get onto these. Okay, the good ICOs will get onto these. Okay, So we've got to wait about 2 weeks to 4 weeks, depending on what they've specified, and then we want to in that period of time of once it goes on the exchange. This period is when it's going to probably 2x to 10x, okay, and then we want to get out of it, okay. I mean, we can leave some of our tokens, leave some of our profits. That's totally up to you, but we want to make the most money, the safest money, and the fastest money as possible, but do it safely. And this is the strategy that I'll show you in the course. So really, we don't really care about the project in the sense that if it's going to be an Ethereum. If it gets to a stage of it's an Ethereum or a Neo and it ends up blowing up and you still got some of your seed into that, or you still got some of your tokens, or say for example you invested, I don't know, $200 into it. You took out your profit, you made $1,000, you took out your $800, and then you left your $200 in it, and then it blows up to be like a Neo or an Ethereum in a year's time. Those $200 worth of tokens are going to be worth a lot of money. So this is up to you, but we don't really care about that. All we care about is getting in there, making sure that it ticks all the boxes. Then we wait till it gets on the exchanges. It'll generally spike to maybe, if it's a good project, 2x to 10x. Okay, we 10x our money, then we get into the next one, okay? Now, think about that for a second. You put 1 Bitcoin into a really good project. It goes on the exchanges at 10x's. You get 10 Bitcoin, which is a lot of money. Then you flip that into the next one, okay? So then the next one you go into with, you could have your 1 Bitcoin left in that original ICO, or then you can take your 9 Bitcoin out and put it into a different range of ICOs. Okay, then I recommend you spread your risk again. So take your profits and then spread your risk out into like several more, 4, 5, whatever you're comfortable with, right? Depending on the ICO, and you rate it. So what we do is, this whole strategy behind it is to basically cover your ass, make sure it ticks all the boxes, and then take your profits and then put it into other ICOs, but then spread that ICO out. So those funds out. So then again, you're spreading your risk, because we don't know. I mean, there could be good ICOs, but then we just don't know. Some of them got recently got scammed, and they were massive projects. But they're still going to be good projects in the long term. It's just that initially they investors got scammed. So this is what we don't want to do. We don't want to lose money. But then again, you can play with your profits different ways. So then you again hedge yourself from not losing your money, and that is the goal. So we just keep on doubling up, and some ICOs will double, quadruple, even 10x up. Okay, this is actually what is happening now with me. But again, to be conservative, I'm getting my profits and I'm spreading it along, like 5 or 6 ICOs, right? Because I don't want to lose my money, and I just want to make sure that if I put it into multiple ICOs, some of them are going to hit, some of them are going to 1x, some of them are going to 2x, maybe 3x, one of them might 10x. But that's okay, because I can still repeat the process. I'm not worried. I've got time to do it, and I think that this is a strategy that you should adopt as well, okay? Because you don't want, I mean, we've got time, right? ICOs and the ICO space is massive. Guys, this is massive. In 2018, it's going to blow up big time, and we're only getting into this early. We're only seeing this just the tip of the iceberg with ICOs. That's why I've dropped all my programs, right? And I've sold 30% of my portfolio, and I'm putting it all into ICOs because I love. I think it's the fastest way to earn money, but it's also a safe way if you know what you're doing. So with that said, guys, this is the URL. This is the URL. Okay, if you guys want to get on the early bird list, I recommend that you get on the early bird list, because this is going to be open up for 7 days, and then we're going to shut it down. And the reason is because I'm just looking for I'm not looking for 20 million people to work with. I'm just looking for, just a small group initially, and then we want to help those people make a shitload of money with ICOs, and then obviously that's going to bring more value to the course, and that's going to bring testimonials and all that sort of stuff with the course. Okay, so Even if it's just a small handful of people getting into the ICOs, then into buying into ICO Gold Rush, that's fine. We can develop it further and further as we go through this journey. Okay, so I want success stories from people. I want people to make money when they buy this course, because they're going to tell more people, right? That's just a given. So what I'll do is I'll just put the link in Facebook. So just get on this list, and this is going to be paid with Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin only. Edit post. So I'm going to put the list here. I'll put the list in Facebook. I've already put it in YouTube and in Facebook. So just get on this list, and then you'll just get an email saying just some small details. There's a chance to win $50 worth of Bitcoin as well. Okay, you can win $50 worth of Bitcoin. All right. In fact, I'll just tell you now, it's in the email that you'll get anyway. All right, but every person that purchases the course will get $50 worth of Bitcoin from me as a bonus. Just as a, this is only for the early bird people. This is just a, I guess it's just an incentive for you guys. Not only are you going to get the price cheap, but then you're going to get $50 worth of Bitcoin from me, and then we're going to close this off for several weeks, maybe 3 weeks or a month, and then we want to see some testimonials. Like, I want to see some people make some money with this. The pie is so huge, and then we'll open it up, and then the price will go up, and there'll be no more bonus. All right, so it's really for those people that want to get into, that are serious about it. This is the time. Okay. Just refresh. I'll just refresh YouTube. No worries. Shin, look forward to working with you if you do buy the course. I think it'll be. I think. Thanks, Ennis. Yeah, I really think this is, and like I said in my last live stream, after MPA and after everything, I was like, my income took a big drop, and then I've kind of moved away from, well, I no longer do any programs, I no longer do any team building and all that sort of stuff. I moved away all from that. But just so, I mean, like, I know this course is going to help a lot of people, but just so that, you guys know, like, from the stuff that I've done in the past, I'm 100% committed to this. This is it. All right. I'm dropping 100 Ether into this for my ICOs in September. These ICOs are killers. Okay, these ICOs are killers, man. And what I'm really excited about is the shit that we don't even know about. For example, the ICOs that are coming out in China are going to make you, it's going to make you get goosebumps. Okay, there was an ICO that recently launched in China. It was called Tron Lab. All right, this ICO was backed by some freaking, like, millionaires, multi-millionaires invested in this and were on the advisory board. And they sold millions of tokens, and they sold out in 53 seconds. Okay, they sold. I wanted to jump onto this. I was too late. 53 seconds. They sold millions of tokens in 53 seconds. And this is just one of the ICOs that's coming out in China. For those of you that may have some, that don't know about China, or may have some negative connotation towards China, I'll tell you now, China is a beast. Okay, most of the Bitcoin that comes out of, that is produced, that is transacted, comes out of China. And China is a beast. And they're just getting onto ICOs. And we need to pay attention to the really good ones that are coming out of China, because these things are going to blow up. And there's a lot of people with money in China, okay? So these are the ones we want to get onto. After carefully researching them, we can blow it up big time, all right? Well, if something's gonna sell out in 53 seconds, and it's backed by multi-millionaires, right? You know that this thing is going to be freaking good, okay? So it's just unfortunate that we missed out on it. But there's going to be plenty more, guys, plenty more, and we're going to get a piece of this, guys. I can't even imagine how. I mean, I looked at 3 more ICOs last night, and I'm like, damn, my budget doesn't even account for them, and they're really good ones as well, on top of the 6 ones that I'm going to invest in. So I'm thinking I don't have enough money, to get into all this. But I'm excited as well, because I think that with the quality of the ICOs, that it keeps on going up, which is good, and we can just get rid of these scams, because there's going to be scammers. There's already scammers that have come in this space, and this is what happens. So this is yeah, Korea is massive. China is a monster, absolutely. Japan, guys, Japan ICOs, Chinese, Korea. Seriously, this, and like I said in my live stream yesterday, if you start off with 4 Ether and you flip it 11 times, you're gonna get $1.28 million from ICOs. So the potential is there. It's a industry that is just blowing up, and we're only at the tip of the iceberg with it. All right, so we can really blow this up. But this is the best thing about my whole course, and this is the best thing about everything that is happening in this space and people making money, right? You're buying into something, you're investing in something, and this is you, right? This is you doing it. It's not like you join some program and you need to get referrals, and you need to be someone, you need to be a somebody to make money. No, that is gone now. The playing field is leveled, right? You can be a nobody. I recently heard that this 17-year-old guy had $4,000 and he made $21,000 from flipping an ICO. 4,000. This guy's 17 years old. He had $4,000 and he flipped it into one ICO. Obviously, he picked the right one, the best one, or one of the best ones, and he flipped it into $21,000. And this guy's 17 years old. And I said to myself, wow. So now you can take, you can be someone that is not. You can be a newbie in this space. You can come into the space, get the right information, go after the best ICOs, and then you can make some money with this. You don't need to be a big shot, or you don't need to have a social profile to make money. It's just you investing into something that is potentially great, and then you're getting your return. Okay, so that's the thing I love about it. Anyone can do it. There was one thing lastly I wanted to touch on. So yeah, I want to help those initial people that come into this course. I'll announce the price when we launch it. Okay, you'll get some subsequent emails from me, and then we'll launch on the 7th of September. But and just one thing I want to say is, just if you really want to if you're really serious about it, then do it. Then buy the course. But don't just make a commitment to say, yeah, I think if you don't know what's going on with ICO space, then start to find out about it. If you know what's going on, just say to yourself, okay, I'm going to budget. Okay, I'm going to put together $1,000 for a side, and I'm going to put like $200 in each ICO or $100 in each ICO. Okay, and that's for September. But you don't need a lot of money to start with ICOs, because don't forget, you want to double up or even triple. And if we pick the best ones, we could even 2x or 3x. We pick a really good one, we can even 10x. Okay, we're going to go after only the really good ones. Can we 10x on everyone? No, we're not going to 10x on everyone. But I think at least if we double or triple our money, that's a good deal. So then you go into one, you spend say $200 into a really good one. Then next time you get back like $600, right? Then you put that $600 into maybe 2 or 3 or maybe just one. Then you double that up again or triple that up, okay? It won't be long before you have like $5,000. It's not going to take long. it's only going to take a couple of flips, right? And then you got $5,000, and then you do a couple more flips, then you get up to, you know, $15,000, $20,000. I mean, this guy was 17 years old. He invested $4,000 into one ICO. Okay, he did go into one ICO, and he got back $21,000. 17 years old. So I mean, you know, come on. I mean, 17-year-old did it. So it doesn't take long for you to flip it over and then get into these like higher bracket, but obviously it's going to test you, because you're going to be like, oh my God, now I've got like $20,000. I've never had $20,000 in my life. But that's why I recommend that if you get to that point where you got 10 or 15 or $20,000 that you've made from ICOs, this is realistic, guys. Okay, it's not going to take long. Then what I recommend, if you're very hesitant on spending that type of money, then I recommend then you just continue the strategy. Okay, just put it into like 5 ICOs and put like 2,000 or 3,000 into each, like into 5 ICOs or 6 ICOs, right? So then you're spreading your risk. Okay, and then that's, if you're very conservative, that's what I would do, because you always want to make sure that you don't lose money. That's the main thing. These programs that people are getting into, they're losing their money, and they could just put it into Bitcoin and sit on Bitcoin, right? So we don't want to lose money. That's the main objective. We want to make our money and double our money up. All right. So guys, that's it. Get on the early bird list, and we launch on the 7th of September. This is going to be paid with Bitcoin. All right. The payment gateway is getting set up now. It's already implemented, but we got to test it, and then man, you're good to go. Now with the course, you're going to get access to the course and all the videos, and you're going to see my portfolio that I've invested in, and in the future as well. But I'll have to, I'm not sure how I'm going to structure it. I mean, you're going to get the course and you're going to see what I've invested in, like as in right now. But as in the future, I'm not sure. I might implement like a monthly membership, but it's not going to be much, because this information that I'm giving away it's extremely valuable. You know what I mean? Like, I want to show you exactly what I'm investing in. And that information is extremely valuable, especially if I'm like 2xing or 3xing these projects. You know, I'm putting, you know, I don't know, $5,000 into a project and I 2 or 3x it. I mean, how valuable is that information, knowing that you know the ICO and you know the exact details on it, and then you're just, I guess, copycatting, if you want to put it that way. Of course, I don't encourage that, but it gives you an idea anyway of my portfolio. And if you want to do the same, well, then obviously you just go through the same criteria. Tick all the boxes with the checklist that I'm going to give you, and then if you invest in it, you're going to get the same results. Okay, so this information is very, very valuable, and I don't want to give it away for free for the next 2 years. Okay, because I intend to becoming a millionaire with this within minimum 6 months. I want to get to 7 figures in 6 months or less, just with this, with ICO. So you're initially going to get the course, and you're initially going to get the everything that I've invested in and my picks for September. But as moving forward, I might do like a monthly membership of, like, I don't know, it's only going to be cheap, just so then you can look at my portfolio, because I think it's too valuable just to be giving it away for life, for the one, because the price of the course is not going to be a lot, guys. It's not going to be a lot. So I think like the value of the course that I'm giving you is going to be like 100-fold, potentially 100-fold in what you're going to make, So, but when you're buying the course, you get everything in the course, and you get what I've invested already and what I'm investing in September. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys are. I want to make sure that you guys can take the information in the course and profit from it, with my help and guidance. And we're going to do webinars and everything as well, so you guys can get on there, and we can sort out exactly if you have any questions or doubts about any particular ICO, right? You could be like, oh, I don't know about this ICO, and then I can give you my thoughts on it, right? So then you can then go, okay, you can weigh it up and go, okay, yeah, okay, the cap's higher, but they've got a good team, or the token's quite, you know, the cost of the token's a lot, but then, you know, the potential of the project. So we can discuss all these things on these webinars that we're going to have, but that's, you know, that's basically what the course is going to be. Okay, so guys, get on this early bird list if you're serious about ICOs, and yeah, I'll do some more live streams coming up soon. In my opinion, ICOs are more profitable than altcoins. Yes, they are more profitable. And the reason why is because we're only going after the best ICOs, and you can 2x, 3x, potentially 10x your money within a month. You can't do that with altcoins, right? So that's why I've sold off 30% of my portfolio. And the coins that I did sell off were good coins. So, I mean, yeah, Tommy, I mean, you know, the coins that I sold off were really good coins, and they have potential of blowing up. But as opposed to ICOs and the return on investment, I can get back faster. I can get back faster with my ICOs, use that money of ICO, then go back and buy those coins later, you know, and then take the profit. So that's the way I see it. I'm looking for the fastest return on my investment, the safest way, so I don't lose my money. And if I leave it in altcoins, it's going to take longer. If I put it in ICOs, I'll get there faster. And that's what I've done with my portfolio, Tommy. I mean, this is just me personally. I figure, why not use that money to go into ICOs, you know? But obviously everyone's going to be different. So don't take a loan out for this shit, guys, all right? Don't take a loan out for this stuff. Just play with what you got, okay? If you got $1,000, then put that into ICOs and spread it. So you spread your risk, okay? But I want to, guys, I want to see some people make some serious money with this, because this is awesome. It's like, you don't need to join my program to make money with this. You're just like, you're investing in an educational course which is going to help you, and then you go out and apply it, and you're making a bunch of money, and that's what I want. So I want people to be successful with this, and I want testimonials from you guys if you are. And again, that's gonna, you know, bring a lot of value to the course. And when we launch again, after we close it off, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be, the price is gonna be way more. Okay. So anyway, guys, get on that list, and you get some more information from me very soon. We launch on the 7th of September. Let's go out there. Let's get that money. And I'll see you guys all at the moon, baby. At the moon.